trying to take control of this triple threat match. Critical moment here.
And CM Punk down in the middle of the ring. This dream WrestleMania main event may be about to turn into a nightmare.
And Roman Reigns is about to turn CM Punk's lights out at the showcase of the Immortals. The guillotine is cinched in.
Will Punk tap out? Is Punk gonna tap out? Remember, the ropes will not force a break here. But what a counter by Punk into the jackknife cover. And Reigns has to kick out.
A much-needed way out of jail just in time, and the transition now.
Anaconda Vice cinched in. Reigns is in trouble. Punk squeezing with everything in his being.
And Rollins now saving the matchup for himself as he looks to turn Punk on his belly and going for a sharpshooter here.
And now locked in, a tap out here for CM Punk. Ends the entire thing, surely now. Seth Rollins closing in on victory, but denied by Roman Reigns.
And now Reigns to Rollins into the guillotine.
Rollins now in jeopardy. Can the Visionary fight his way out? Look at the power from Seth. Northern Light suplex.
A cover, and a kick out.
Transition once again from Roman Reigns back into that choke, but a stomp from CM Punk breaks it up. Wait up, Cole.
Got a sling by Punk to GTS for the victory. Hook to the leg. Is it enough? And a kick out at two.
How on earth did Rollins find the will to survive?
And Heyman, wow, look at him.
The wise man distraught on the outside of the ring, understandably so.
Saw his man so close to victory there, but denied by a late kick out.
Hello tout le monde, c'est Thomas de chaîne Wrestling Kingdom, j'espère que vous allez bien. Aujourd'hui on se retrouve pour le premier épisode du showcase de CM Punk sur WWE2K26. Donc on se retrouve lors du dernier, de l'avant-dernier WrestleMania en date, où il y avait eu un triple menace. Donc voilà, il y a des objectifs. Entraver les plans de Seth Rollins avec votre coup spécial. Ok.
And now CM Punk, the only man standing. 12 years after his last WrestleMania match. Punk
from the top rope. Elbow drop connects.
Wasting no time. Into the cover. Shoulder up.
There's some shock in the arena after that kick out.
Il faut que je fasse un go to sleep sur Roman. Pour les mêmes qui s'en mêlent. Magnifique kick de Rollins.
Two count, just found a way to power out of that pin attempt. Punk
Je
never
vais
saw
faire un
that
back
coming.
suplex. Non, je vais te la contrer ta suplex.
Oh, did you hear that?
Je peux pas la contrer une autre par la suite.
Lifted and completely helpless here.
Ah merci l'arbitre. Ah.
Hooked up. A small package driver.
I am in shock. What's it gonna take to keep this guy down?
Un petit kick sur Rollins.
And Punk looking to gain control with a kick to the midsection, but Rollins still in this match.
Well, Rollins looking to break up this apparent GTS attempt and does so, but right back into the line of fire himself. GTS connects.
Stop by Rollins. All three men down. Critical moment in this match.
Oh my, what absolute chaos and bedlam inside the ring. If one man can get a cover here, it may be over. Oh.
Paul Heyman, of course, out here with this loose alliance with Punk, his quote-unquote friend. Of course, he has the history with Reigns, and now he gives the tear to Punk.
Heyman showing his true colors tonight.
What favor called in by CM Punk, about to pay dividends here. No disqualifications in this kind of match.
And Punk stalking Reigns, and a low blow by Heyman. What the hell?
Les explosions pas faciales sont bien faites, je trouve.
Roman Reigns' life was passing before his eyes, and now Heyman going to offer the chair to the tribal chief.
Bow down at the feet of the tribal chief. You have to think this was the plan all along to take out CM Punk.
And now Reigns, chair in hand. Boom!
Huh?
Yeah, that didn't end up being the WrestleMania main event that I had dreamed about for years. How do you people agree to this? How do you even come up with this? Who in their right minds thinks, hey, let's drag someone to their worst moments to relive them? What kind of masochistic grease to it? Why would anyone want that? I saw what you did to John Cena a few years ago, making him relive loss after loss after loss, and then having him face the camera and say that those moments made him better for it. No, I always figured that if a CM Punk showcase was ever pitched, I'd politely tell them to take a hike. But then I saw what was done for Paul Heyman last year, what was done for the whole Bloodline dynasty. Suddenly, it wasn't just reliving history, it was rewriting it. Instead of trying to take something positive from those losses, Heyman did what he always does and spins it into a victory by literally rewriting history. Well, if he can do it, I can do it better. Using what 2K calls slingshot technology, we can take any what-if dream you've ever had and make it a reality. Dream matches, ripple effects, righting wrongs, and changing history. That's what CM Punk has always been about.
Ok, donc là, on va faire le premier match. On va faire l'histoire quand même. Donc le premier match, taureau par les cornes, CM Punk contre JBL le 17 août 2008.
My first couple of years with WWE were a whirlwind. I was ECW champion, a team with DX at the Survivor Series, and I finally made it to WrestleMania. I won Money in the Bank at WrestleMania 24, which led to what I consider, what most consider, to be the best cash-in of all time.
CM Punk has done it! Mr. Money in the Bank has become Mr. World Champion!
This upset a lot of people, including my old friend JBL. JBL didn't like a thing about me, how I looked, how I talked, how I wrestled, music choice. Everything about me bothered him. And he saw SummerSlam as his opportunity to declare to the world that CM Punk does not belong. JBL thrives when he can strong-arm somebody, a true tyrant who takes great pleasure in badgering anyone who sees beneath him. I had no illusions that this was going to be an easy fight. My only plan was to hit him as hard as I could and beat the respect into him at SummerSlam. Now go put JBL in his place. Avoid the clothesline if you can. And let's make sure JBL feels like he's been sent to hell.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the World Heavyweight Championship.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Michael Cole coming to you alongside Corey Graves and Wade Barrett, live from SummerSlam. CM Punk, who captured his first World Heavyweight Championship just 7 weeks ago, is set for his biggest title defense yet.
Cole, why are you focusing so much on Punk when we are in the midst of the wrestling god? And our next World Heavyweight Champion, John Bradshaw Layfield. JBL has the look of a champion, the entrance of a champion, and he may be minutes away from becoming a champion.
JBL telling Punk last week that fairy tales aren't real, that midnight will strike here tonight at SummerSlam.
Talk about Cinderella. JBL's been calling Punk Cindy lately.
JBL, the longest reigning champion in SmackDown history, hopes to add the world title to his collection tonight. He's had great success over the years here at SummerSlam. Here's the man who won the title at the end of June when he cashed in Money in the Bank in a surprise on Monday Night Raw. CM Punk, the underdog who has had uphill battles ever since winning the World Heavyweight Championship, has held on to that championship and he's worn it proudly. CM Punk fans have been saying CM Punk is not a so-called transition, and that's what Punk hopes to prove tonight.
JBL has called Punk a transitional champion, and worse. This is another top test for Punk here at SummerSlam.
Donc j'ai fait exprès de ne pas parler quand il y avait les entrées, les cinématiques, pour que ça soit mieux pour vous puissiez vraiment profiter. Je me souviens de ce match en plus, je crois que je l'ai en DVD. Pas je crois, je l'ai en DVD. Dommage qu'il n'y a pas les présentateurs de l'époque, ça aurait été encore plus immersif. Et oui, il fait du bien aussi. À l'époque, je pense que ça devait être Lilian Garcia, je pense. Et là, c'est un arbitre random. Et par contre, je suis trop content d'avoir le Fireball en thème song. Après, je dis pas d'après, c'est après, il faudrait qu'il fasse ses commentateurs. Ouais, je pense que ce serait merde pour eux. Surtout certains qui sont peut-être pas sous contrat. Encore Lilian Garcia, si tu vois, votre commentateur, il peut pas avoir Jim Ross, Jerry Lawler. Allez. Je suis encore légendaire. Hein. Je veux savoir.
Those, including JBL, who just don't believe Punk is cut out to be a champion. JBL thinks this match is his chance to end Punk's Cinderella story and grab some gold for himself in the process.
Certainly no love lost between these two, and with the time.
And now, if this can get slapped on, Punk
fighting to get out of it. Yes, he makes an escape.
Ça, je m'en doutais qu'il y avait une contre.
Way too early to go for a hit.
Hop.
From the middle rope.
Yes. C'est pas grave. Ouf, le dos là va
look at this, out to the apron. Oh my goodness. Are you kidding me? Nasty. The hardest part of the ring. Showing absolutely no remorse in putting the champion in an enormous bind. This match is sort of a new school versus old school. CM Punk and JBL respectively. Who do you give the advantage to?
I have to go with CM.
Lift off! Good Lord! Taking flight! Adrenaline can make you do crazy things.
marche même à
Exhibit
l'extérieur, ça, c'est
A,
cool.
right there.
And he throws the opposition back into the ring.
Hold on, he's lining him up.
Check out the springboard. Caught with a clothesline. And Punk there utilizing his quickness. Brutal knee right to the face.
Je pense pas que ça va le faire tenir.
JBL really wants to put Punk in his place tonight. Wants to snap Punk out of this Cinderella fairy tale he's living.
Combo
Wants
lourd.
the world title to be represented by a real man once again.
Well, Punk's claiming he's earned his dream to be a SummerSlam
Trop
defend the
facile.
championship to prove that he is a man. A win tonight would be a crowning achievement in Punk's career.
Well, midnight always strikes, and fairy tales are not real.
Jawbreaker counter to get out of that. No respect from the champion shown there. Big impact.
Oh, stiff
Moi
uppercut.
j'ai fait le même, hein, bon.
Talking about these men, they couldn't be any more different. For JBL, it's all about running business, Wall Street, having a championship in one hand and a beer in the other. Very much the opposite of CM Punk, Corey.
It's country versus alternative music, Cole. But just because Punk prefers soda over beer or
Highly competitive
Okay,
match.
voilà.
Punk defending the championship. JBL whipped into the corner. The vintage running knee by Punk.
And what a shocking victory this could be for the young up-and-comer CM Punk, but denied by JBL.
Bradshaw just too powerful for Punk, and now the wrestling god teeing off.
Yeah, JBL doing what he does best. Manhandling his opponent. And JBL not too comfortable on the ropes, but going up there anyway.
Gotta do something here to put CM Punk away, and that may well do it, but it looks like JBL injured himself in the process.
Both men down, the official counting away here. First man to his feet could gain the advantage in the matchup. JBL looks like he's gonna just crawl to the cover. Shoulders are down. Punk kicks out.
And a late kick out there from CM Punk. Just enough gas left in the tank, and you can see the cogs whirring behind the eyes of JBL.
JBL looking to end it all here with a clothesline from hell.
Punk dodges out in time.
En gros, faut que je fasse mon GT, c'est que je gagne.
And the glory.
J'ai compris.
Shoulders up before two.
He may be down, but somehow he's definitely not out at this point.
Taking out the arm, great strength.
Ah, soumission. Non?
Ripping their opponent
Ah,
up
non.
from the canvas and just
Si.
within reach of the ropes and
On
forcing the
reste
submission
pas.
to end.
Punk sidesteps out of that. CM Punk hoists his opponent. GTS connects.
Chance to retain here. The champ might have put this one to bed.
Deux.
Oh, kicks out, kicks out.
Keeping those title dreams alive a little longer.
CM Punk thought that was enough. We thought that was enough, but
Pas de
somehow
soucis.
CM Punk from
Mais si
the
tu faisais pas à l'époque, on va le faire quand même.
CM Punk connects with the elbow drop. Punk is pulling out all the stops on JBL, getting out of harm's way.
Le stylo.
He is looking to do some serious harm. Onto the back of the neck.
counter by CM Punk.
Ah, mince.
Nice sit-out powerbomb.
CM Punk
c'est
looking
bon,
to
je
end
laisse.
things here.
GTS. And there it is. The title's not going anywhere tonight.
2 et 3. Yes.
He's done it. CM Punk retains.
Here is your winner, and still the World Heavyweight Champion, CM Punk!
Ladies and gentlemen, you just have to get used to this. Once again, CM Punk has silenced the critics and proven himself as a champion.
This was a must-win title defense for Punk, and like you said, now everyone knows the champ is no easy target.
Du coup, j'espère que ce premier épisode vous aura plu. N'hésitez pas à liker, commenter, partager. Et moi, je vous dis à plus pour une prochaine vidéo. À plus tout le monde.